Hello, I'm Brett Hildebrand, and I'm here to talk to you about the founding of Texas Christian University. It all started with a man named Joseph Clark. So he had two kids, Radisson and Randolph Clark. Now, some say there was a third kid, Stephen Clark, but that's up for debate. So Addison and Randolph Clark grew up, and it was the 1860s. And so what was going on in the 1860s? It was the Civil War, and they were in the South, so they fought for the Confederacy. Isn't that f***ed up? So this whole Civil War thing didn't work out because the Union won. Yay! And Addison and Clark are thinking what should we do? And then Randolph's like, what's the second best thing? And he says, start a school to raise Christians. So they decided to create the male and female cemetery. Nope, that's where people die. Seminary of Fort Worth. And they created in 1869. Fort Worth is growing out this time. And the Chisholm Trail is happening, which means all the beef that's created in Texas is being sent to the rest of the country. And this brings in cowboys and prostitution, bars. And so Addison and Randolph are like, we need to get out of here. And they're like, yes, we do. So they moved to this crap part of Texas called Thorpe Springs in around 99? I made that one up. And they're thinking about, what should we name this? And Addison says, we should name it Addison University. And Clark says, we should name it Clark University. Addison's like, oh, shut the up. We should name it Addison University. Clark's like, well, you were Dad's least favorite. We should name it Clark University. Sorry. And then, anyways, they decide to name it Adran. Just a bunch of names together. And then the so-called Stephen, the third brother's like, that's the stupidest thing you guys have ever done. And so they just call it Adran School for Men and Boys, something like that. It's like Adran Liberal Arts College, and it's in Thorpe Springs. And then I think Steve after that just left. He was like, "Fuck you guys," and he left. So they're growing. And Thorpe Springs is not big enough. They need to move to a place with lots of transportation and a large population. So they moved to Waco. They gave it to the Disciples of Christ, which is a church, and they let them name it, which is a real name. Steven's a fan. It's called Texas Christian University, TCU. Great name. And they built it, beautiful. But the Baylor people are there, because there's another school in Waco called Baylor. And they're like, oh wow, a cool school in Waco? We can't have that. And so what they do is they decide to herd it. Some people are like, we should egg it. We should do streamers. Some people think we should you ever had to poop on it? Gross. And then, there's this one guy who's like, we should burn it to the ground. Now, the official cause of the fire is unknown, but some people say the Baylor people started it. The Baylor people are like, we hate them, we're Baptist. We hate them, we're Baptist. They burn the administration building, burns down. This guy, he said, I'll give you $200,000 to move to Waco. Sorry, to move to Fort Worth. Oops. He said, we'll give you $200,000 to move to Fort Worth. And they're like, that's $4 million US today. And they're like, well, we're bad people. We'll move to Fort Worth and take the money. So they moved back to Fort Worth, where TCU currently is. And they build the school. This is 1910. They build it. They really care about women. So they build it, and they're like, women should join. And then the women are like, yeah, A squared plus B squared equals equal. E equals MC squared. And they're like, a guy told you that because guys are better. And then the woman's like, no, we matter. We matter. And then
how do you feel about the school now?
I feel like it provides people with what they want. And I feel like Addison and Clark were okay people. But they'll be happy with what's happening.
Where did the horn fox symbol on your fingers come from?
Stephen was like trying to please a woman.
All right, no. Let's cut that.